Hey guys, our group today will present Martin part of it. And I'm Tommy from Hong Kong. I'm studying drawing and print.
Yeah, I'm Ryan from Hong Kong, studying fashion.
I'm Edie from Hong Kong and I'm doing animation.
I'm Roberto and I'm 23 years old. I came from Italy and I study graphic design.
Martin Pa is a British photographer and filmmaker, and he's mainly taking photos throughout his career. And he's born in 1952. He's a 64 years old man. And he's indeed an established artist. He's published around 40 photo books and featured in 80 exhibitions worldwide. And I've studied a little bit before about him, as I have studied lens media courses in my home university before. So let's see.
Sorry, can you speak up a tiny bit because the noise in the room is a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
This works is come from his series of projects called Auto Portrait. I guess you all will know how crazy he is, and actually his work is quite easy to identify. Mostly it's colorful and with strange angle, weird motifs, and take an intimate, ironic look at aspects of our modern society. But his work is not only reason because we chose him. Because we found that his website, in terms of the professional practice, is worth our attention and discussion. And my groupmate Edith will talk about how Martin Pa brand himself and position himself in the art scene and how he can recreate the clients by using the website.
So now I will go through the website with you guys. And through his website we can know that he positioned himself as an artist. And you can see that he has he used many different media to create art, and he present them through the website. And you can see that on the top there are different subtitles about different media. And from the layout of his website, we can see that he likes to use a big photograph, and then along with small, short captions, and they're usually like this. And we found that it's like you're walking in a gallery with a big piece of artwork and then a small caption, and this creates a professional attitude and a nice impression for the audience to go through his website. And his website is actually quite clear and user-friendly. You can see that all the buttons are on the top, and subtitles are clearly listed out, and you can easily know that which artwork or which exhibition you are looking at. And I think it's quite good for the audience to understand him. And you can actually find where is his artwork on the world map, and it's in the contact page. And then you can contact Martin through the page. You can send him email and message him. You can actually choose to contact Martin directly, or you can choose to contact the studio. I think it's quite funny. Like, you can directly talk with the artist. And also, how he presents the books on the website, I think is quite interesting, and it's like this. When you click into the picture, it will show that the book, and you're like flipping through the book. And I think it's quite well designed. And now I will pass it to Roberto.
So now we are in the CV section, and we can see from here that he doesn't want to present himself working with corporations or big brands. Indeed, we can see that he's willing to focus that he is a member of Manning Photographic Cooperative, which is a group of photographers who works only for photography's own sake. Then that he has been a professor of photography at the University of Wales, or that he has been a guest artistic director for Rencontre d'Art, which is a summer photography festival. and that he has exhibited some of his works at the Haus der Kunst in Munich. In his CV section, we can see that he has a subsection for prize and awards here, for publications, and 3 subsections for exhibitions. So basically, Martin Parr presents himself as a photography master, a photography mentor, who works independently and who is well known in the world of museums, art galleries, and exhibitions. Therefore, we think that he earns money from his academic career, but he presents himself as a storyteller. We can see this from the shop section, in which he proposes books. And let's say if you want to buy this book, you can order it from and pay it through his website directly, so it's very easy. And then another aspect that shows us the fact that he loves storytelling is his blog section. Here, between 3-4 months, he posts his travels and the thoughts about some topics. This is, for example, about tourism, and Ryan later will explain you better the work. And another aspect which highlights the fact that he's a storyteller is maybe the littlest section of the website is the frequently asked questions. In here is tremendous. He's practically sharing with you everything he does, as the devices he uses, the cameras, or yeah, whatever. His stories, his thoughts about photography. So he's sharing everything. And that's it. And now Ryan will show you some of his work.
Yeah, so I will talk about 2 of his work to let you understand more his style and his ideas behind. So his work is mainly about ironic and sarcastic. It's like trying to present the social issues or some social values in a quite fun or easily approached way. And this is the first example about the tourism. And he was taken. These pictures were taken in Barcelona, I think, and it was taken in 2012. You can see that the 2 pictures are actually quite simple and it's like casually to be taken. It's like we can go to London now and just take one of these pictures. But the message behind is he wants us to think we are too controlled by technology or the trends. Like when people visit a place, they don't really look into the place. They just try to take pictures and upload to the social medias. And the second work is about he was working for the BBC, and your left hand side it was the official promotion pictures, but on the other side it is the behind the scene work. And so as this one, so he was trying to say that the media may not really be that objective. It may be really subjective, and the picture actually quite directed behind, and the scene presented may be a directed scene instead of the real scenery you can see. So it's trying to make us to think about the role of the media. Yeah, so this is the reference, and this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.
Excellent. Questions, please? We'll do a round of applause at the end. Questions? Comments? Thoughts? Yeah, just shout out.
Yeah, good job.
Okay.
You answered everything.
Go team. Come on, guys. We need 2 more questions before we'll put them out of their misery. Come on. What particularly stood out from that presentation? What do you think you'll keep in your mind?
Organized.
So good, excellent.
Detailed explanation.
I think also the theme that came out is you all supported each other's comments, I think it's really interesting that you picked up on the storyteller side of it. And why are we doing these presentations? We're doing them to help you put your own websites together. And it's not a clinical thing sometimes. It's not just, here is a list of things I have done. You're telling your own story. And as an artist, you are so privileged to have at your fingertips all of these different visual ways of telling stories. So you can make this website really reflect your own manifesto, and I think that he's an excellent choice, because I did have one question, which is, you talked about him saying how he's a mentor. What on the website do you think suggested that?
That on the CV?
I can't read
Yeah,
that.
he has a section completely for his own exhibition, then the group exhibition he did with other photographers, the fact that he has curated other exhibitions, the 19 publications,
Yeah.
the prize and awards that he has won. And yeah, in his CV it's clear that he works independently.
Yeah.
And he likes photography for its own sake, and
Well, I think
that's it, he's an artist.
it's really interesting that you picked up the word mentor. Again, there are other artists that we're going to look at that would have, yes, I did this exhibition, I did this work, I won this award. But for this guy, obviously, his teaching is important. It's important for his profile, it's important for his probably paying his rent. So you put a little bit of that into your website if it's relevant to you. Again, we've got other people coming up for whom that's not in the slightest bit relevant, because that's not who they are. I think excellent job, guys. Well done. Round of applause.